And I make no bones about it. You know what I'll start doing? Put your pictures. When I say Solomon Clark, put up your picture. When I say Jarvis, put up your picture. When I say Brent, put up your picture. Aga, Jeff, Claude, put up your pictures.
Now, I hear Overlord Frog Face just now I talk about the criminals taking over the CDC. I think a couple different things about this. One thing I do think, he is the only minister who is speaking on the reality of what's going on, and as far as you can see, he definitely got the Countryman memo.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
It's Countryman again. Just I lick you with some wisdom, and I lick you with some knowledge. You gotta take inside your brain. It says, son, I've learned a lot out of reading people's faces. No matter how them are going, like them original, them fake. You gotta know when to walk and know when to run and know when to fall and know when to stand.
Viewers' discretion is advice. One more time. Viewers' discretion is advice. Now, I might have certain names that I call people or whatnot, but Overlord Frog Face, Minister Richard Fredericks, he hasn't really bothered me. And to be honest, you know, like I said earlier in the statement, he is the only person I see in government right now is willing to call it what it is. He reminds me of a prime minister that we had in Jamaica by the name of Edward Siaga. And in some retrospect, Michael Manley used to do that, but Siaga is one prime minister in Jamaica that, he will call out people, the man them name. I said, listen, on the rare, you understand, cause if you don't know, you don't go dead. And if Siaga tell you to stop do something, you better stop do it in Jamaica. So Richard, it reminds me of that, and he is the only politician in the entire island who's willing to speak up. Let's listen to some more what he said.
And I'll tell those thugs from the CDC, I'll be coming to them in a while. The Solomon Clark and the Brent and the Jarvis and all of you, Claude, all of you. I want the police to declare war on you. Very unhappy. I am unhappy. Sometimes I pass by the CDC, I see those thugs there. I see them there. And I don't call them because, in my view, you cannot want to associate with me when all you want to do is crime. I have a problem with that Solomon Clark. I have a problem, a serious problem with it. Okay? Not too long ago, your thugs, your lime, right there by Mr. Walters, and you'll rob him.
Fredericks. Now, when you hear that, the more I listen to this, is like Mr. Fredericks pick up the Countryman style. Hear him start call out my name, and he say, this is what he's gonna do. So it seems like he took a page out of my book and he is applying it to the criminals them in St. Lucia. Mr. Fredericks, I applaud what you're doing, and it is a good thing. Don't mind I call you Overlord Frog Face, you know what I'm saying? People call me all sort of thing. That doesn't mean I don't respect you as a person and respect what you're doing. Now, I want to say this. You see how Minister Fredericks call out man named the Jarvis, the Solomon Clark, the this, the that, down there in the CDC, and when he call out certain man name, notice, nobody says anything and threatens him. But when I do it and point them to the facts, the police, and I put pressure on the police, put pressure on certain law enforcement to act, and I call out the gangster them name and I show the gangster them, the population and the people them attack me, the messenger. But when Mr. Frederick does it, nothing happened. Let's listen to some more what this man is saying.
I want to call on Mr. Commissioner. Mr. Commissioner, this is getting too serious for us to take a lackadaisical approach. I had some SSU guys patrolling that area for me. I have a no loiter inside there. But basically they ignore it. They lime there, they lime under the CDC, and all they do is rob the tourists. That's all they do. I am sick of it. I am tired of it, and it has to stop.
No, Mr. Fredericks, you're pointing out the CDC, but really and truly, the CDC is just a small part of what's going on. You understand? The CDC is a snapshot of the whole island. It shows the underbelly and the kind of criminals and criminality and criminalism that's going on in this beautiful tourist attraction island. The CDC, in my opinion, is a minor problem compared to the other parts of the island and other things that's going on. St. Lucia carry a certain kind of secrecy, and even Mr. Fredericks noticed that, just speaking to the CDC, it's a start, but I'm quite sure he knows that there's other bigger criminals and bigger things and one heap of murder mystery that happened in this little island and that has not been solved. So he knows this, but with the CDC guys, them and them criminal there, they're making it bad for everybody, and there is a cancerous gang mentality, and it's affecting the livelihood because you have tourism and stuff like that. But when you step back and you take a snapshot, look at this entire island, I'm telling you, you know that a majority of people on this island is involved in different things. That's criminal, you understand? And that might be a crazy statement, but listen to this.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
A couple of weeks into my special prosecutor post, I entered the store at the Rodney Bay Mall to purchase some clothing. I took my selected clothes to the cashier for payment. The cashier asked, "Is that going to be duty paid or duty free?" I replied, "Duty paid." The cashier then said to me, "I can let you have them duty free, but you will have to compensate me. Only don't insult me with a $5. I replied, "That's government money, and government needs its money. I will have the clothes duty paid." Standing right next to the cashier was a co-worker who I presumed to be the supervisor. The person was privy to the conversation but made no comment. Was this silence tacit assent to the cashier's way of doing business? The cashier did not know me, yet attempted to draw me into a conspiracy to defraud the government of St. Lucia. What an orientation to my new job as special prosecutor.
That was a special prosecutor that came on the job in 2022 in St. Lucia. I guess his job is to prosecute corruption in the government, which I am not criticizing Mr. Robert in a sense, but I am, because he has done nothing yet. They haven't seen anything yet. Now he gave a good little speech, because when he got the job, he went to the store at the airport, he said, and a lady was trying to hustle and make some money off him with the duty-free stuff. So that goes to show, like I was saying earlier, that, there is a hustle and a bustle. And I'm not going to call that young lady a criminal at all, because she's not. She'll try and make her money. But it just shows you the underbelly of the society, because here's a special prosecutor and he's at the airport duty shop, and here's a lady trying to hustle him, saying, yo, I can't let you get this for duty free, but you have to give me some money under the table. And that's just how the thing said. With that said, let's listen to the rest of Overlord Frog Face, and I'm gonna come back, do my interjection, and then wrap it up. Let's go.
You, Mr. Commissioner, please, got his backside beaten up at the hands of a tourist, not knowing the man would fight. Lord forbid, I wish they had done something where you met your demise. And I make no bones about it. And you know what I'll start doing? Put your pictures. When I say Solomon Clark, put up your picture. When I say Jarvis, put up your picture. When I say Brent, put up your picture. Aga, Jeff, Claude, put up your pictures. Maji, you all doing in the place, man. I want to give you instructions on television. On television. I want the city police vehicles patrolling and arresting those guys who loiter in that area. Arrest them. Okay, arrest them. Take them to court. Let the magistrate grant bail. Let them find money for bail. I make
once again, I said, Mr. Fredericks, Overlord Frog Face, has taken a page out of my book to bombard, and you could see that this man is really fed up with the crime and fed up with the underbelly. According to this lady, this journalist lady, she always says St. Lucia's underbelly. So we start use fair language describing the country, because it really have an underbelly that is hard to understand. The crime. Look at that little girl Riley. She's 15 years old. And the man them a grind her off, and next thing you know, boom, kill her, brawling in a bomber cloud nigga there. And people say them don't know who do it. And police name a call, this a name a call, that the name a call. And up to now, law enforcement can't address that. Yeah, I feel like Mr. Fredericks. And this is the thing the man I talk about. Now, out of all of the politicians them in St. Lucia, like me said, that brother, me have to give him credit. As far as some people say crime minister, but me now will call Pierre crime minister. Me I call him cry minister. Because you see, Pierre, it remind me of like a kind of like a Barack Obama where, you know, you think giving the people them Obama phone or whatever is gonna solve the problem, or just putting 73 new police officer on in the police force. You think that's gonna really solve the problem? No, it's not gonna solve the problem. You have to come out and talk about it. You never see Pierre at one of these crime scenes. You never, ever. All Pierre wants to talk about is fucking politics and accuse the fucking opposition. Come out and go to the crime scene. Get into the community. Stop sitting at rum bar, Pierre. Come here, say you love rum bar. You understand? And when things happen, go into the community. Take a page out of Mr. Fredericks' book. And that's all I have to say about this. Listen, my name is Countryman, yo.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.